person is like backing you into a corner, locking you in a room type of deal and being like, disempower yourself, Pisces. Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your June soul session. I'm Princess India. If you're new and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. If you're not familiar with what my soul sessions are, they are your spirituality as well as personal development readings in which we look at the energies that you guys may experience for a given month for the sole purpose of giving you clarity, insight, and guidance in reference to your specific situation, my friend. So anywho, we're going to go ahead and jump right into you guys' cards if they'll work with your girl. Because it seems like usually I'll have a couple that'll have kind of popped out by now, but that has yet to happen. So let's see what's going on with my Pisces for, okay, there we go, the month of June. So the first card out is the Moon card. So coming, and that's Cancer energy. So coming out of May and into June, something that may be of utmost importance to you guys, time frame speaking, could be the last week of May, well, second to last week of May, during the time of the super full moon eclipse in Sagittarius. Because during that time, there's a lot of things that have ended. That energy was really, really heavy. And of course, we went straight into Mercury retrograde. So if there's anything that may have ended during that time or any conflicts that may have come up, that's kind of still heavy on your mind leading into this month. This is also speaking to dreams, is speaking to some subconscious work, a little bit of facing a little bit of demons and things of the sort. But I also feel that the energy from this full moon kind of highlighted either a crossroads in your life, a decision that needs to be made, or something that you feel is missing. However, there's still elements of this where this is something that's occurring beneath the surface. So much like I said for Aquarius, where there's this dynamic of how other people are perceiving you or what other people know is going on with you. And underneath the surface, there's something entirely different going on. So if you guys are cuspers or if that's in your chart, I would suggest to go watch it. But I feel whatever it is that's been hidden or what's been suppressed or repressed is starting to come to the surface. And that's something you guys are carrying with you into the month of June, meaning it's top of mind. The next card you guys have is the Ace of Wands. Wow. Then we have the Nine of Coins. And then we have the Two of Swords. So these are a lot of cards that Aquarius had. So here's the thing, Pisces. There's a little bit of self-denial going on here. It's almost, and I say this in a sense, like not negatively, but self-denial in the sense of, and it does fall into a lot what I said with Aquarius, because it's kind of like a coping mechanism. Like these things have come up because the Moon card is speaking to a heavy, like very heavy emotional energy, right? But with this Ace of Wands and the Nine of Coins, it's kind of like trying to go back to business. Which, I mean, for a Pisces person, I mean, you guys are into the emotions thing. That's y'all thing. That's your thug fizzle for shizzle. You know what I'm saying? But it's kind of like, oh, wow, this stuff came up or this thing ended or, I'm in this new chapter and it's like, okay, on to the next thing. Let's focus on like money and like stocks and achievements and let's accomplish stuff. Let's build things. Let's do things. Let's redecorate the kitchen. Let's revamp my wardrobe. It's more or less kind of trying to skirt over things. And I can see this in two different ways. This can either be something that was revealed to you about you, right? And the thing I heard is willful blindness. This can be something that was revealed to you about you or something that was revealed to you about someone else, right? But it's willful blindness in the sense that it's, let's not focus on this, let's focus on that. And not saying you guys are literally saying this, is just kind of like, I don't have time to worry about that right now because I have bills to pay and I have this going on and that going on. And it's kind of trying to chart the path forward and kind of bridging over this. The only issue is with us going into Mercury retrograde, this Two of Swords, right, is putting you guys in a position. Wow. And then we have the Magician in the reverse, which is not stepping into your power and disempowering yourself. So here's the thing, this willful blindness or this denial or refusing to see that which was revealed to you or about someone else, and kind of like, I'll deal with it later, or, you know, trying to distract yourself with focusing on something else. Much like I was saying with Aquarius, it's like, you know, pumping the brakes. It's like a squeal in the brakes. And the whole purpose is, the reason why this stuff came up with this eclipse, whatever it was, whether it's an ending or just a revelation, the reason why these things came up, because it was for the purpose of you seeing that on some level or another, whatever this is or whoever this is I don't want to say the person is like directly disempowering you, but it seemed more or less that you're disempowering yourself to the situation or the person. You know what I'm saying? It's not really so much like the person is like backing you into a corner, locking you in a room type of deal and being like, you know, disempower yourself, Pisces. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, this could be like a partnership, whether it's romantic, it could be, you know, a friendship, it could be a relationship with a sibling, what have you. But I feel this is something that only you guys would know. It's like this eclipse happened on the 26th of May. So if you look at anything that transpired in the latter part of May that you guys know was revealed to you, it would be speaking to that particular thing. So what the whole purpose of this month would be, would be you guys confronting whatever that is, or confronting whatever emotions are being pent up or repressed or denied. So more or less, Pisces, this month is really about you guys reconnecting with your own truth. And I feel on some level or another, it's been trying to distract yourself with things in the external world to not have to face this particular thing, because there's either a level of discomfort with it, or it's too much to deal with, or it's too much to accept kind of thing. And then the next card that you guys have, wow, is the Seven of Swords in the reverse. So that card didn't come up in a minute. So here's the thing, you guys always know what I say, which is what you skip will trip you up later, right? That's like fair warning. But on the other side of this, this is still speaking back to what I see in this moon card, which is something that has happened, or something that is happening, or something that could potentially continue to happen, being made very, very clear to you, right? But it's this coping mechanism of, you know, focusing on work, losing yourself in work, or, you know, whatever the case may be. It's like, I mean, I feel a myriad of different things with this. It could be reading, right? Using reading as a form of escape, using Netflix as a form of escape. You know what I'm saying? There's a little bit of codependency vibes here. It could be drinking, it could be drugs, it could be a myriad of different things, but it's not really truly acknowledging the emotions. And that's the same energy that I saw with Aquarius. So I say with y'all being back to back, if you're a cusper, that could be important, or if it's just in your chart. But it's this thing of like numbing. You know what I'm saying? It's avoiding what's going on underneath the surface and numbing it. But the reason why this is so important is because this Mercury retrograde is very much different than a lot of the ones we've experienced up to this point. And it's almost as if all of our demons are coming home to roost. So literally anything that has been hidden, any like lies or dishonesty, or, you know, anything that's done underhanded that's been going on, even if that's some sense of disillusionment with ourselves, meaning that a person is depressed or sad or hates their life or hates the situation that they're in. It's like all of that stuff is coming up so you can look at it and confront it, right? Look at it, accept that this is happening, confront it by, you know, making changes, taking another path, or integrating it into your experience. Because moving forward, and this is something I forewarned a lot of people about since like 2019, is collectively we're coming to this tipping point where you have to pick a side and you have to make a decision. I did a whole rant about it and Sagittarius extended, but it's coming to this tipping point where a decision has to be made. So much like I was saying to Aquarius about enacting or using an old coping mechanism that isn't working anymore, like something that you used to do that used to help you silence the pain or numb the pain or pretend the pain wasn't there or help you turn a blind eye to the pain. It's like in 2021, all of that stuff is not going to work anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally, I said to Aquarius, this eclipse, any crutch that anyone had to suppress emotion, to hide, you know, any character flaws or what have you, it's almost as if the veil has been removed. And no matter where you run, there's literally nowhere to hide because yourself will continuously find you. Your shadow will be standing at the foot of your bed every night, begging you to look at it. So it's kind of like now we're in an energy, especially in the month of June. All of this stuff is shifting. And since January, all the way up until May, it has been warning after warning after warning after warning. This is coming, this is coming, this is coming, and now it's here, right? So the whole thing is now anything that was not faced, it has to be faced now, because I feel the only way, like what I said with this ace of staff, sticks, wands, and this 9 of coins and this 2 of swords, that's an energy of what the coping skill has been. Every single time spirit brought up in a dream, in a psychic message, you know what I'm saying, in a meditation, hey, look at this. It's like, I'm going to start something new. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Let's go shopping. Like, I'm going to get a new dog. You know what I'm saying? And it's just kind of staying in the same catatonic state underneath everything and giving the illusion thereof of movement forward, but still being very much in the same place. But now this magician in the reverse, this disempowered state, like a person not using every resource available to them, that's coming to the fore. And I mean, it's coming to the fore, like, I don't want to say with a vengeance, but I mean, it's very blatant. You know what I'm saying? Like by the midpoint of this month, which is somewhere around like the new moon, literally, in which we're having another eclipse, dude. Oh my gosh. And this one's a solar eclipse. So this is where all the stuff comes to light. Literally by the midpoint of the month, it is going to be made very clear in some way, shape, form, or fashion what it is that was made clear in May. And of course, this isn't a punishment. This is something to help you guys out, right? It's like the truth is revealed to us because we need it in order to make changes to advance our life. But it's more or less what's going to be revealed is what's been skipped. It's, you know, that saying that says the best way out is through. The vibe I'm picking up on this for the Pisces people who do resonate with it is you've never gone through. You may believe that you have, right? Or tell yourself that you have, but you've never gone through. It's the process of which through has looked like up to this point has been suppressing and bouncing back like I'm fine, like no big deal, like this doesn't bother me type of deal. You know what I'm saying? But now it's building up like a powder keg. So the reason why this is coming to the fore is not as a punishment, not for you to feel bad, but for you to be aware and make the appropriate changes. Now at the bottom of your deck is the 7 of coins. And this is interesting because the question I want to ask is what you waiting for, Pisces? What you waiting to happen? And it reminds me, I said this with a couple of other signs before you guys, where I was talking about, I think it was in my rant in Sagittarius, but anywho, it was speaking about this from the sense of seeds that you're planting. We reap what it is that we sow, right? So, and not saying that again in a scary sense, it's in the sense of if we don't acknowledge our emotions, right? We're planting seeds of self-denial. and other people will come eat of our tree, and they too will, deny our emotions the same way that we are, right? So it's more or less, like I've said many times this month, waiting in a bad situation for it to turn good, right? Or doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result, right? It's planting apple seeds and growing an apple tree and being extremely pissed that you have an apple tree because all you want is a lemon tree, but it's planting those apple seeds and waiting for an apple tree to turn into a lemon tree, right? And it's a need to not tend to the garden, not buy more fertilizer, not water the garden. It's to acknowledge that there's an apple tree. I don't like apples. I like lemons. It's to dig up the apple tree and to put down some lemon tree seeds. You know what I'm saying? That's more or less the vibe here, right? So it's about acknowledging what's happening, to look at like the fruit of the seeds that have been sown. But the beautiful thing about it is you guys getting an opportunity to make a change, right? Now, granted, I understand that emotions are difficult and complex things to deal with sometimes. And I've literally told probably everyone this month that if anything that you're dealing with has become too much and you feel like you can't deal with it on your own, now is a great time to talk to your friendly local neighborhood therapist. You know what I'm saying? The link for BetterHelp is below in the description box. So take advantage of that if need be. But I can understand that if you guys are kind of skirting over this, it's totally understandable, because clearly it must be something that deep or something extremely overwhelming to where, you would go to this extent to kind of like push it away. I totally understand that. I empathize. I really do. But the only key is you're going to continue to go in circle after circle after circle. But I think the beautiful thing about this is that this particular Mercury retrograde is giving you the opportunity to vindicate yourself from this and to liberate yourself from this. And I feel it would behoove you guys to take full advantage of this, to be able to move forward once and for all, you know what I'm saying? And to release that burden off of your back, of having to cope with this underneath it all. But that has been your reading, Pisces. I'm going over to my network to do you guys extended. So if you're about that life, follow me on over there. But if not, I still love your face, and I'll see you guys sooner than later, my friends.